Welcome back. So let's continue to our SQL challenge questions or SQL challenge queries from day wise sections. And we are solving the Leetcode SQL challenge questions. The day 1, day 2, and day 3. These three challenge days questions are solved in the previous videos, and I will give the videos link in the I button as well as in the description. Go through those videos and let me know in the comment section. In this video, we are going to solve day 4 challenge scenarios from Leetcode SQL questions. The first one is employees with missing information. Let's see. This is the question number 1965. Employees with missing information. The table name is employees, column name is employee ID and name. These two columns are there in the employees table. Employee ID is primary key for this table, and each row of this table indicates the name of the employee whose ID is employee ID, and table called as salaries also there. So salaries table also contain employee ID and salary, and employee ID is the primary key for this table also. We have to write a SQL query to report the IDs of all employees with the missing information, and the information is missing if and only if the employee's name is missing or the employee's salary is missing, and we have to return the result in the table by order by employee ID in ascending order. Here they have given the example input and output tables. So employees table contains ID 245 and salary table contains ID 514. So employee table contains employee ID and name, and salaries table contains employee ID and salary. So you can see the employee ID for 4 and 5, these are common in this both table 5 and 4 and 2, 4 and 5. And so in this way the employee ID 4 and 5 having their name as well as salary information. So remaining IDs like ID number 1 and ID number 2, they have half information provided, that it's the name is here for employee ID 2 but not its entry in salary, and vice versa for the employee ID 1 whose entry is not in the employees table, so the name is not present. So let's see how to write the query. For this we will write the CTE, because solving complicated queries with CTE, that is common table expression, is very simple and easy to understand. So I will use CTE in my query. So let me know in the comment section if you are able to solve this same query with the different method or different functionalities. So let's write the CTE with CTE1 as. So I will write the select statement and
select employee ID name from employees table union select employee ID salary from salaries.
so as you can see, we have to find the employee ID with missing information, and the employee IDs are almost different in the both tables. So we have to find the employee ID with missing information, so we cannot use the inner join or left join. So let's select all from CTE1. So let's see the result. You can see the salary column is not there. So employee ID and name column is here only, but you can see the entries from salary column under the name column. So we have to write a single salary column here. So I will write here null as salary, because employees table do not contain salary. Similarly, null as name, because salary table does not contain name. See, at least we got these entries, but you can see that there are duplicate IDs are also present here, that is for heaven null, for null and salary. So we will write the select employee ID from CTE1 where employee id not in select employee id from city E1 where name is null or salary is null. Because both are null, this condition cannot be satisfied. Because both are null, then what should be the role of employee id, right? So let's see the result. So the name is null or employee salary is null is not enough conditions. We will write the alias here and we will write like a dot name is null or b dot salary is null, and for this a dot employee id and a dot employee id is equal to b dot employee id, but can you observe this situation here? We have to show the employee IDs where the name is missing or salary is missing. So here we should put not null to satisfy the condition. Means employee ID should not be in the employee IDs who have salary is null, salary is not null, or uh, the name is not null. And let's see the result whether we have to check with the or and. So whether we have to put or and condition. So let's see the result and according to it we will decide. So okay, employee id we will write here alias as a dot employee id. So we will check with the and condition because we have put a dot employee id is equal to b dot employee id. So the values and the column name is right but the order is wrong, so we will put here order by employee id ascending. So by default order by clause is ascending order, so there is no need to put ASC word, but we have put it here. So you can see the result is accepted, which is logically correct. Many times these complicated queries can be solved with the CTE, that is common table expression. So you can practice it by solving more and more SQL queries from Leetcode. Let's see the second question, that is rearrange products table. So this is the question number 1795, rearrange products table. You can see products table is given which contains product ID, store 1, store 2, store 3 columns, and products ID is the ID of particular product, and store 1, store 2, store 3 column contains 3 different prices from 3 different stores. But they have told us that if the product is not available in store any of 3 stores, then the price will be null for that stores column. So we have to write a SQL query to rearrange the products table so that each row has product ID, store and price. If product is not available in a store, we should not include a row with that product ID and store combination in the result. So there is no order by clause here, I think, because we can return result in any order. So this is the example input and example output table. So this contains product ID, store 1, store 2, store 3 prices, and you can see the product ID 1 having store price 2 is null, that is the product is not available in store 2. So you can see in the output result where product ID is 1, the store 1 and store 3 prices are here only, and the product having store 2 price null is not here. So the entry is not here. So we have to write the result in this format only. So first of all, we will write the select clause, that is select product id, then store1 as store, because you can see the product id, and store1, then store1 price. In this way we will go through the union clause and union all these three product from three stores. So product id, again store2 as store, and store1 price. Okay, so we will put this statement or this union condition in CTE expression. So with CTE1 as this, and let's select all from CTE1 to check the result, because we don't have put any modified condition for non null values or to remove the null values from output result. But let's see product id. So we forgot to write from table. Okay, the values are here, but our value contains the entry with the null value as well. So we will write where. So they have given the price column separately. So we will give the store1, store2, store3 column as price. And then we will put here price is not null, and let's run the code. Okay, the output is right and accepted. So this was about this question number 1795, rearrange product table. Let's see the third one, that is tree node. So this is the question number 608, tree node. So the table name is tree, which contains id and PID. id is primary key column for table. They have given the information that each row of this table contains information about the id of a node and the id of its parent node, that is PID. And given structure is always a valid tree. So leaf is the node, which is a leaf node. Root is the root node of the tree. Inner is the neither the leaf node nor a root node. So we have to write a SQL query to report the type of each node in the tree, whether it is leaf, root, or inner. We have to return the result in the uh, order by id column in ascending order. So for example, you can see these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 IDs. So 4, 5 and 3 are the leaf node, 2 is the inner node, and 1 is the root node. You can see input and output column here. So we have to write a SQL query for these three conditions, root, inner, and leaf. So obviously we will require to write the three separate queries and then we will union them in the single one. So first of all we will write the CTE1 for root type of the node. So we will write select id root as type from tree where PID is null. Let's see the result. Okay, the result is right. Let's create the another CTE. So we have to select again the ID. Select ID, leaf as type from tree, where ID not in. Again we will write a select condition here. So select ID. So we will select PID, that is parent ID, for particular IDs. So here PID. So you can see the PID column contain duplicate values. So we will put here distinct clause from tree, where PID is not null, and we will put the AND condition in the outer query, that is AND PID is not null. Select all from CTE1 union all. Select all from CTE2, and let's see the result. So you can see for 1 the entry is root, 3, 4, 5 the entry is leaf as shown in the expected output, but the second condition, that is inner one, is remaining. So let's write the another CTE for that condition, and this is also very easy, but just we have to put this select CTE as it is, and we have to remove not word from here, and let's run the query by union of 3 CTE. Okay, so let's see what wrong is here. 1, 3, 4, 5 and 2. So we will require to order by ID. So we will write another CTE for this. And then select all from CTE4 order by ID ascending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 root. Okay, so we forgot to write here as inner, because we have write CTE2 for leaf node also. So write run the code again. So run the code again, and the result is accepted. So this query is little bit complicated, this as well as for me also. So if you didn't understand this query, let me tell you again. So the first city is very simple to understand, that we have to put root type where the parent ID is null, because root node is the first node, and this is not the child node from any another node, and we have put the parent ID is null here. So next one is 2. So for 2, that is we have to select ID where the type is leaf and the ID is not in, means the ID should not be included in parent ID, and parent ID should not be null, means we will select the parent ID from 1 to, okay, and this parent ID is not in this ID is not in the parent ID, that is 1 2. So obviously the entries will be 3 4 5, and remaining one is inner, that is 2. So the condition is very simple. The leaf is not, the root is, the node is which is not leaf, not root, that is inner leaf. So these are the simple conditions. Let's see the last question, that is second highest salary. So this is the question number 176, second highest salary. This table contains employees with the ID and salary, and ID is primary key for this table. We have to write a SQL query to report the second highest salary from the employee table. If there is no second highest salary, the query should report null. So you can see the example input and output table. We have to result the second highest salary. So first of all, we will write a basic simple query, that is select salary as, let me put the column name copied from here, from table called employee, where, so I think where is not much needed here. So select salary as, so I will write here distinct clothes. Select distinct salary from this order by salary, descending order, and let's see the result. You can see the 3 salaries are here, but we have to put the second highest salary. So I will write limit 1 offset 1, and let's see. Okay, the result is accepted. Though the result is accepted, but we didn't have put the query or modified query for null condition to report the null value, but I just have to put here the a null condition like if null function. So I will write again a select if null, so this is the syntax for if null function. So it is giving the error. Let me write the this query in the well distinct format. I will write the same query in the well distinct format. So I have put the query in the this well format, and let's run the code. So this is the best practice to use the capital letters for select distinct order by these main clause, so that you would not get confused in the writing complicated queries. Second highest salary is the important query for your interviews in the SQL language. So let me know in the comment section whether if you want to write me to query as the employee's third highest salary or third lowest salary or second lowest salary. Let me know in the comment section whether you want me to write the query for these conditions as well.